Hi, I'm Savannah and I'm 14. I'm from the UK and my YouTube is applepieash, so I'll go by that on here. I decided to make the video because I want to start some kind of YouTube channel. Colleen Kelly and Emma Watt have inspired me so much and I love watching their videos, so I guess I'll just try for myself. I feel like it's going to be quite long because of how much I want to say, but I'll try to cut out most of the boring parts. It'd mean a lot if you liked or subscribed, and I'm just going to be saying about my Soundcheck package at SLFL Sheffield, so I hope you enjoy it. So before the show, we arrived outside the arena about 11 in the morning, which seemed like a pretty good time, even though it was so early. We should have gone a bit later, really, compared to when everybody else arrived. Right across from the arena were a few restaurants. KFC and Subway were some of them. So we walked over there for a while and got food before we wandered back to the arena. We decided to wait out the back by where the tour buses were parked, but we didn't stay long because there were quite a few people there, so we didn't think anybody would come out or anything would really happen. We went back to our entrance, which was entrance C, afterwards, and we just stayed there for a while. Once we'd been there for a few minutes, a girl came over and gave everybody numbers so that when we went in, everything would be fairer on the times that we arrived. Also, people started handing out the Rainbow Project and the Worldwide Project while everybody was waiting outside. So everybody was let into the building about 2, maybe past, and we were all given a VIP wristband and lanyard. After this, we were all taken up to another set of doors and told to queue outside for a while. Finally, we did go inside the building, right outside the actual arena, and we could hear them sound checking everything. The merch stands were also up there. So we waited there for ages, which was definitely the worst part of the day, and it dragged on quite a lot because there wasn't all that much to do and we couldn't go back outside. The merch desk near us opened for the limited edition venue posters for quite a while, but they didn't really open for anything else apart from those posters. But they did open just before Soundcheck was let in, so we did get to have a quick look. So at the start of Soundcheck, Sexy No Know It played, and one of my favourite parts of the day was when Michael came on stage dancing to it. They all introduced themselves as a band, and everybody asked if we knew Catch Fire. They then played Catch Fire, and it sounded amazing. Catch Fire is probably one of my favourite songs live. So they played it, and then they came down to answer the questions at the start, or the first few questions. Before he sat down, Ashton had a lot of trouble getting his jumper off, and he got caught, and he caught it all on the wire of his microphone. Michael also said that Ashton's package looks big, and Ashton laughed it off, but I'm Ashton trash, so, I like that bit. The first question a fan asked was, what would you do if you wouldn't get caught? And these answers were probably the most interesting from the whole soundtrack. Michael said that he couldn't say what he'd do, but he also said that he'd be a good girl, which kind of makes me wonder what had. They talked about in year 10 as well, when Callum and Luke would leave school early, when Ashton would take them out. And they told the story of one time where Luke was caught and had to go back to school, but Callum got away with it and went home with Ashton anyway. My favourite story though was when Ashton said about when he was driving with Callum and the engine fell out the car. He made sure that Callum backed him up through everything, but it didn't seem too trustworthy. He said that he'd got out when he saw the engine was dragging along the floor, and he said that he'd bought the car from a priest, so he thought he could trust, in his words, a man of God. And he went on to say that if he wouldn't get caught, he would drive the car into the priest's house. He also said that it was a Nissan car, but he didn't pronounce it properly, and it was something like Nissan or something Australian. The next question that was asked by a fan was, can I go on the UK and Europe tour with you? She had a sign that said Long Way Home Part 2 written across the top and several tour dates written all over it in black bold writing. Sheffield was the only one ticked, and Michael said that it shouldn't be ticked because Sheffield hadn't actually finished yet. The fan also gave Michael a Pikachu shirt, and the band said that they remembered all the dates being ticked at Rock Out With Your Socks Out, which I find quite sweet because they remember so many things. And after they answered her question, they soundchecked Long Way Home because someone had shouted at them to play it. Michael said that he didn't think he knew it anymore, so Luke hummed a bit for him and then just told him that he could guess what chords he had to play and when he had to play them. They played that one before coming back down to the front and answering more questions, but they also said that it would be one of the last times they played it on tour, which is kind of upsetting to me because it's one of my favourite songs. The girl beside us asked what colour will Michael dye his hair next, which I thought was quite a generic question, but the answer was kind of a different one than I would have expected. Michael said that he was going to give dyeing his hair a rest for a while because his scalp and hair were both damaged from dyeing it so often. He also said that it gave him anxiety when people asked him what colour he was getting because he's done quite a few already. Someone in the soundcheck on the opposite side to us shouted that Michael should shave his head, and Michael said that he had a weird shaped head so it wouldn't look any good. Michael also said Luke's head was too big and Callum's head was a good shape and size. Ashton, although he told everybody that his mum dropped him as a baby and he had a lump on his head from it. I feel like that shows that Malum is real, but no, I refuse to believe it. I refuse. No way is it real. Another fan after this asked, what do you whisper to each other on stage? And I feel like this really gives an insight into what they actually think about each other. They said that they couldn't really whisper to Ashton because nobody could really get near him. They also added that they kept him away on purpose because he was just so annoying, and then Ashton agreed and told everybody that his own band was annoying. During Amnesia, Michael and Luke gave an example of what they'd say to each other when they weren't doing all that much. It sounded like a conversation that they'd have after the show, kind of saying, how was the show, and what did you do on the show, and how are you? Ashton also then said that Callum would ask him if there are any grandmas in the audience, and then he said that he would point them all out for him. Another thing that Michael said in the interview, or the sound check, was that he would just yell profanity in Luke's ear, and then Ashton took the mick out of him and just yelled the word profanity a few times. The last question that was asked in the sound check was, if you could have written any lyric that wasn't your own, what would it be? Michael said that he would have loved to write the lyric, I like big butts and I cannot lie, because he said that it's iconic and a lyric that everybody knows. Ashton said that he would have loved to have written, when I was 13, I had my first love. After that, they said that they would have liked to have written a rap. I can't remember which one, but they then added that they were great at rapping. They attempted to do a rap, but to be honest, they sounded awful, and none of them were in time with each other. But that's just them. They're never in time. So after that, they all stood up and said that they hoped everybody had a good time at the show. So everybody was kind of led out row by row, and the merch desks were fully open at that point, and all the prices had been put up for all the different merch that was there. So after we came out, we exited the arena to go back to the car because we didn't want to wait inside because there were a lot of people in there at that point. It was really busy inside, so we just waited until 6:30 because of just the amount of people that were there at that point. Though it was quite chaotic in there as well, and there were queues everywhere, so just be prepared for that if you ever go. We queued up at the doors again when they opened, and we got food inside once we'd been let in. At that point, I think I was shaking from so much excitement because I just couldn't eat anything, even though that meant I was starving throughout the whole show. I didn't really mind because we went for food afterwards as well, so it didn't ruin the day that I was hungry. At about 7:30, maybe it was a little bit later or a bit earlier, we went into the actual arena. And when the support act came on, he was called Jessa Ray. I really wasn't expecting that much because he didn't seem like the kind of artist I'd listen to. But once you listen to some of the lyrics he'd written, as well as his voice, it was actually an amazing act. He did an original song called Nobody's Human and a cover of Same Old Love by Selena Gomez, and he hit the high notes so well. He also did 2 or 3 other songs, but I just can't remember what they were called, and I'm not sure if he actually introduced them. After that, he kind of thanked everybody for coming and said that he'd be in Sheffield again in July. He also said that he would want to go over to the merch desk, but afterwards he tweeted that security wouldn't let him go over. After he went off, there was a break of maybe 20 to 30 minutes before 5 Sauce did come on. I don't remember all that much from the actual concert because everything went so fast and it was just so bright and everything happened so quickly, and then it was all over, but it was an amazing experience. The first song 5 Sauce played was the intro to Outer Space and Carry On, and Michael played the piano for it as soon as they came on. After they played that, they went straight into Hey Everybody, and after that I'm pretty sure they went into Money, but I'll put the set list up as well because I just can't remember what they played. After that, they said about being in Sheffield for the previous tour and how some people must travel a lot because if they were there the time before. Michael also said that he wanted to write a song about being in Sheffield, and he said that he wanted everybody to sing it like John Mayer. Luke asked for a faster one, so they did that with a whole lot of bass and Michael singing the high notes. After the song, he just said that he really liked the word Sheffield, and he got the whole arena to repeat it several times. And they also said that if it was in Australia, it'd be called Sheffo or Sheffers. They decided on Sheffers in the end, and Michael said that it could also be like an adjective, so if something was really good, you'd say that it was Sheffers instead of just good. And after that, they played more songs. Ashton talked about seeing everybody dancing and moving. He gave a shout out to Callum Hood's haircut, and Luke Hemmings. Luke asked him about what Ashton thought of his haircut, but Ashton ignored him. And Michael was also shouted out, and then Michael asked who wanted to kiss Callum. At this point, Callum looked just so done with everything. Ashton also made everybody swear they were having the best time of their lives, and they got them to repeat after him, which, when you hear a whole arena saying Ashton's name and telling him that they were having a good time, that's just amazing. They also spoke to my dad about his Banana Man costume, which really made my night. And after that, Luke said that they were playing Vapor, and he kind of spoke about he'd be upset if we didn't like it because it was his favourite on the album.
How you feeling on the left side? You guys are dancing, and I see you. Yep. Don't stop dancing. Can you do that? Some of you are tired, I get it. Right side, you don't stop dancing either. I see you guys. People behind the black curtain, can you hear? They're pretty quiet. Sorry about that, guys. Next time. How you feeling on the floor? I tell you what, the best part about what we do is we have the best damn night of our lives every single night. So the thing is, when we get up here and I see some of you guys not having the best time of your damn life, I get a little upset. Hang on. Put your hands up for me. And say, Ashton. I swear that I will have the best damn freaking damn life of my damn life tonight. Life is their life? Hey, wait. Keep them up. I didn't say put them down. This is... Also, give it up for the rest of my band right now. Come on. Yeah! I mean, give it up for Callum Hood's haircut. That boy be looking fine. Give it up for Luke Hemmings. Give it up for Michael Clifford.
Hey, I have a question. It's a very serious question. Out of everyone in this room,
Oh yeah.
I swear to God.
out of every single person in this room,
Don't say it.
who gets to kiss Callum tonight?
I have a question too.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir, in the blue and yellow thing. Did you get forced to do that?
Are you being paid?
You got
No, he says this is all
we
my
paid a man
choice.
in a blue and yellow suit to stand in the front row every night. Yeah!
Right.
How you feeling? What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out what you are. You look like a blue bunny rabbit with.
Come on.
Is he Smash?
The
The
what?
Smash is a pretty awesome guy. I don't know what he's saying.
I don't know what you're
Well,
saying.
man!
Are you me? You're me. Aren't
I
you?
think you said Blue Bunny Rabbit.
Hey, rest of band.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, in this next song, I need to see you all jump.
She's our Sheffield. 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 She's our Sheffield.
But you're gonna sing it like John Mayer. Everyone has to sing it like they're John Mayer. So 1, 2, 3.
She's our Sheffield. She's our Sheffield. She's our Sheffield. She's our Sheffield.
Alright, now a fast one.
Good.
Yeah, I want a fast one. I want a fast one.
Can we do something?
She's like Sheffield. She's like Sheffield.
Give me a cut time.
She's like Sheffield. She's like Sheffield. And I want to that she's like Sheffield. 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 She's like Sheffield.
No, it doesn't go again. It doesn't go again. Sheffield, and we had a good time tonight. For some reason, I really like to say the word Sheffield. It just sounds nice. Sheffield. Everyone, say it with me, class. Sheffield. One more time. Sheffield. Now you all look stupid, don't you?
It's like making people say
You
your
just keep
name.
saying your own name.
Fantastic.
You gonna talk?
You know what? You know what we call... You know what? If we were in Australia right now, we're not. But we're Australian. So if Sheffield would in Australia be called Sheffo or Sheffy?
I'd say Shepherds.
Shepherds. That's good.
I personally say
Like
Sheffield.
Australia's like, yeah, mate, I went to Shepherds. So sick.
If you guys ever need an Australian nickname for your place, you can just say Shepherds.
We got all of them.
And then you can fit in with any Australian who comes here.
Australian come to Sheffield? Yeah, mate, Shepherds.
Yeah, mate. Oh, wait, it could even be like a thing when it's like something's great. You could be like, that's Shepherds.
Mate, that's Shepherds.
Like, you know what I mean?
Shepherds AF.
Mate, that is absolutely Shepherds. Anyway.
You guys gonna play more songs?
I want to, we do have more songs. I just want to thank our crew for tonight. Give it up for the crew. We've put hard-earned time and effort into creating this wonderful stage here.
It takes 62 people to set up my drum kit.
At least 62, sometimes 63 if he gets the cowbell. But he doesn't have the cowbell. Oh, you do have.
So I hope you enjoyed this, and looking back on it, it doesn't seem so long, but it felt like it was going to be quite long when I did write out what I wanted to say and what I wanted to put in. So most of mine will probably be this length or shorter because I don't think I can handle editing a longer video. Yeah, I will be uploading more videos, and hopefully I'll get more used to being on camera and doing things like this. So yeah, if you could like, subscribe and comment, and I'll try my best to be a little bit less awkward this time, or next time.